Hello, hello, hello. It's Dirty Truck, and it's 11:24 p.m. Just got back. Oh, man. You people won't stop feeding me bullshit. This spice shit. I stopped at a gas station on Woodward before you get to Claremont. I stopped there to get some gas not too long ago. I bought a bag of Lay's barbecue potato chips and a Hershey with almond. How about these? Hershey with almond. And this juice, Everfresh Peach Plum Pear. Juice I like. This is one of the juices I like. After drinking the juice, well, the chips, yeah, a little bit on the spice side. And they're not supposed to be. And I know I'm saying everything is spicy. Something's wrong here. Everything I'm tasting has got spice in it, or like somebody to put something in it. Then after I drank this peach pear plum Everfresh juice, Everfresh juice used to be a brand my father drank. He used to drink the grapefruit juice when he was drinking the gin and liquor and all stuff like that. That's where I get it from. He'd get that, the orange juice to chase his liquor with. So that's why I drink Everfresh. But I was pretty particular about this peach plum pear. And I drank it, and I'm having some sort of acid reflux. My esophagus is burning, like I'm belching up some sort of acid or chemical, like, and it's burning. And this is a drink that excuse my eye itching. A classmate said she drank, and this is the same classmate that works at Warren Truck Plant. So I don't know what they doing with these beverages, or what kind of fucking game going on. And that Hershey with almond, the chocolate didn't taste right. It was just like, it was chocolate, but like light chocolate. It didn't taste normal. And now I ate that, and I wasn't experiencing this here, like acid reflux shit coming back up like I'm belching back up some fucking acid or something. I wasn't experiencing that until after I started drinking this juice. And I got this juice at a Marathon gas station located on Woodward in Detroit, right before you get to Claremont. I stopped there on not often, but often enough when I'm in the area to try to get some gas. And all day today, I got two males calling me a man. The first one was on a trip I did. I picked up once again over there in that fucking Grosse Pointe area. I don't know what the fuck is up with that Grosse Pointe area. Them motherfuckers tripping over there. White male, picked him up, took him back to his truck. He drives one of those car haulers. Had it parked over there at the park over there off of just before you get to Mac and Ross. He had a red car hauler. So I dropped him off there and was asking him about a story on the news about a car hauler who car fell off on 75 and got fucked up. So, and I was trying to say, how the fuck could that happen? I'm like, every other car was perfect, but one just fucking fell off. And we talking about that, and he telling me how it possibly could have happened. Then he gonna get out of the car. Okay, well, you take care, man. Man? Okay, here we go. You know, sometimes you gotta ignore some of these goddamn folks. Cause that man shit, I'm like, y'all either you're stupid or you're just dumb. I'm like, for you not to know your gender, I don't look anywhere near like, on my ugliest day, I can't look like a man. Period. On my ugliest day, and that would have been when my hair was fucked up. On my ugliest day, I can't look like a man, but these goddamn them other ones want to keep talking that man shit. So then I stop at Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken on 7 Mile at Gratiot. They got high. It was some blacks that took over that restaurant. Had kind of brought it back because that restaurant was going down. That location there was going down and out for the count. Wasn't really nobody going there. And then they took over, kind of brought it back. The customers was coming back. Next thing you know, I told you right after Christmas, they disappeared. And now they got some new owners up in there. We got they are foreign, but I don't know where they from. I've been going there. This is my second or third time going there. I I was literally going there because of that guy who made the video talking about he ate some chicken there and got sick. He came in there with that $100 and told them that I'll pay you $100 to eat your chicken, and they wouldn't do it. So I stayed away. I said, well, shit, I'm not going to keep blading these damn video. Let me go in here and see. So it's kind of okay. So I went back today. But they chicken, you just be able to get a chicken and biscuit only, or a meal, the chicken biscuit and a drink with a side. But now these motherfuckers that got high. The chicken is shrank, and you don't get no biscuit. Biscuit extra. I ordered a 3-piece, just 2 legs and a thigh, and then a large okra. That motherfucking shit come up to $12 and something. And that's without the fucking biscuit. This motherfucker told me, you gotta charge me for the biscuit. Now, when the blacks had it, I used to get the meal. It would be the chicken, because the meal is like 10 something, and it comes with a drink. You can get a 3-piece with the biscuit, and I would add a large okra, and the drink, I really didn't want no drink. I just told him to give me a cup of ice, and it'd be like $10 and something. Or if I come inside and just order it without the drink, it'd be like $11 or something, which was odd. I'm like, that didn't make sense. You get a meal and you get a couple of cents cheaper. But these motherfuckers done went up. They won't even give you a goddamn biscuit with that little ass chicken. And I noticed the chicken has shrank with the other church chicken I went to. It's all right, but it shrank. Now, I ate that. I wasn't feeling this acid reflux shit until I stopped at that gas station. And I said, I'm going to start posting where I'm getting this shit from. I stopped at a Marathon gas station on Woodward here in Detroit, just before you get to Claremont. And it's on the left-hand side coming out of downtown Detroit. I stopped there, and I got a bag of barbecue Lay's potato chips, a Hershey with almond, and this Everfresh peach plum pear. And I just drank the last swig of it, and my throat feel like I done drank some acid or something. And they be putting this shit in these stores for me to get. And they know I'm going to buy this shit, because they know they already know my particular drinks I go in there and get. Everfresh, I get that. So, and this is also a drink, classmate who works at Warren Truck Plant told me she likes. So, but I haven't spoken to her in a while, and I had to stop speaking because that Warren Truck Plant was getting a little bit too, where it was getting to become upsetting. So, I had to let that go for my peace of mind. But I want to know who this individual is in my phone changing shit. So, right before whoever won this here 515 million of the Powerball, I don't know who won. I don't give a damn who won. I'm just glad the motherfucker shit over, because they started doing their little bullshit. I got to ride around here with the check engine on and all this shit. When they trying to win some money, they just so desperate for money. They making codes and shit come all on the truck, on the car rather. So, it's how many more miles I did today after clearing it. Letting you see I cleared it out. So if I get up tomorrow, get out here driving, they talking about I done did 243.6 miles in just a couple of hours. Hey, I'm doing more miles than getting paid. But I noticed that the Texas, it's something going on with the phone, my phone, and my son's phone when it's coming to this money thing. Sometimes I would get a weird text where I didn't think it was him. And my throat's starting to burn again. I swear it's like I swallowed some acid or something. And man. And after drinking that Everfresh juice, the peach plum pear. I swear to God, these people out here trying to kill you. They trying to kill me. That's what they trying to do. That's what they trying to do. And they doing it gradual. They selling this shit in these stores, and they making sure it's on the shelf when I come in there and reach for me to get it. That's what they doing. Because they know I'm finna stop there. See, that's what, when you let people know people's thoughts, that's how they can get at them. They know where I am at all times. Because I remember a long time ago, I overheard somebody saying something there, and saying something about that. I don't know if I was at Warren Truck or where I was at. They was saying something along the line of, if we hadn't done that, we wouldn't know where to find her. You wouldn't know where to find me if you hadn't done what? What'd you do? What you got a tracker on me or something? You got to have something on it. You know where I am all times. So, I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here because my throat is burning. And, this money game shit, I don't know. It almost seems like something my son, or what about my son, or his phone is, or something about him, or something they doing with him is helping them with this goddamn money game. It seems like something is he helping them. It's something they using with my son to help them with this money shit, this lottery shit. Because I tell you why. Because a couple days before it was time to draw that Powerball, I don't know if it was Thursday I noticed it, but it'd been about a couple days. I noticed my son's the text message format. When I was trying to text my son, it changed to some RCS. I don't use RCS. And all my text messages is the Google, and it's the white background. Ain't no RCS on the screen or nothing when the text come up. All of a sudden it changed, and then the background was blue for the RCS. And I'm texting my son. But everybody else's text message I pulled up, that it's the same white background, Google, the normal one. All but my son. And that was right before the Powerball. So I messaged my son again today. And it's still the RCS. And I'm like, why is this coming up RCS? I got familiar with that particular text from this same classmate who works at Warren Truck Plant. Her phone was in that format. Because we were all on a cruise. She was not getting messages because she had that format on her phone. Her text message was in a different format. Some RCS. I ain't never seen that before. But apparently it's on the phone. I had to go ask Google what this shit is. Told me to click on my profile picture and go in there. Talking about I must have toggled it on or something. I must have enabled it. I ain't enabled shit. I ain't enabled shit. It just switched. And it didn't switch for everybody. It was just my son. And over the years, I noticed my son I would get these weird messages from him. Like, almost like it wasn't him. And I just get this feeling that it's something about my son, his phone, just him in general, is helping these people win this lottery money. Just a feeling I got. My gut is telling me it's something about him that they using or doing, and especially through the phone. Whatever this shit is, they working it through the phone. How the fuck do a text message format change from the normal to RCS just for that one person? My son. And it was a couple days before that Powerball was won. And when I clicked on my profile picture to toggle it off, I seen it was on. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know if it's been on the whole time or what, but I know my format was never been RCS. I seen it once before, a long while ago, when I was messaging myself. But all my other messages are normal. It's the white background, the normal Google messages, text messages, format. Don't be no RCS come up on the screen. Tell me I'm using RCS or whatever that is. So, I'm Googling, ask Google what that is, and then it's talking about it's a rich, get that, a rich. I can't get past that. A rich. It was just that one word. I said, this is some old lottery bullshit. You switched it to a rich text message format with clear pictures right before that jackpot was won. And y'all still telling me they ain't playing no lottery game. I don't understand why the fuck you got to do this through the cell phone. Why you got to do this? What my son got to do with this? My son has never had $1 million in his life. And I would think if you establish a game with somebody to win some money, they would at one point must have had that kind of money in the first place. My son has never had that kind of money. I haven't had that kind of money. That's what's leading me to think that something was taken from me years ago, and I believe it was a large sum of money. Who took it? Who took it? Some telling me somebody took some, it was a large sum that belonged to me for something. Maybe I won something or something when I got on the internet or something. I don't know. I was feeling it's telling me somebody that took something that belonged to me and it's some money. But I don't know what this shit got to do with your cell phone. And messing with the cars and the trucks I was in and electronics, even the TV, my TV. You fucking with every damn thing. Why do you have to fuck with that shit to win the lottery? Why don't you just win the fucking lottery without fucking with shit? I'm getting tired of the motherfucker being able to just go on my phone, switch shit whenever they fucking want to. Why would you switch the text message on my son to some RCS, which is the same format that my classmate had? And she works at Warren Truck Plant. She also drinks the same juice. And I believe she said she used to be in what was it, Navy? Navy, something like that. Marine Navy, one of them. Now, that's the first time I ever seen that format of a text message. It was all on a cruise, and she wasn't getting no messages, and then we would have to click on something, it would come up, switch to SMS or something like that for the message to go through to get to her. Now, all of a sudden, my son's text message just to switch to that format. Just his. And I said that was odd, and I noticed when it did it. It was a couple of days before that Powerball was won. So whoever won that Powerball won it Saturday. I think it was like a couple days before that when I noticed that his text message format had switched. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, these motherfuckers is into everything. Why you got to do all that to win the lottery? If you got that capability, why don't you just rig the lottery to win? Why you got to go doing shit to the car and running up mileage numbers and playing with text messages and making my thighs big and all that? Yeah, and there's other shit about my thighs. Oh, let me back to the Church's chicken. If the foreign guy gonna give me the chicken, and then take care, man. That just a guy that ain't even from it. He ain't Asian. He ain't none of the regular foreign. That's what I'm talking about. Now this old new foreign. This the new foreign up here with the restaurant. Now you want to call me a man? No. I draw the line now. He ain't even a regular foreign. Well, I don't play that man shit. Period. I don't look like a man. And all these motherfuckers that's saying that shit sound ignorant and stupid. I'm like, make that make sense. You sitting up here deliberately calling me a man. What, you looking for a reaction? You didn't get one today, did you? And you ain't gonna get one, because you stupid. I'm like, this motherfucker back here actually looking at me and calling me a man. You stupid. You ignorant. I'm like, make that make sense. You would sit up there and call a female a man on purpose. You know, and I just would turn around and look at you like you stupid. I'm like, man, shit. What the fuck wrong with you? I mean, on purpose would call me a man on purpose. And why you keep doing that shit? And another thing, they done something to my underwear. They didn't mention this name. This is a while back. I started noticing them saying the name Curtis. Curtis. They done went all the way back to when I was like, oh man. I think it was right before I got pregnant with my son, or around the time. It was almost close to when I got pregnant with my son. Got a guy named Curtis. Back in the younger day, kicking it. We wasn't really dating. I just hung out with him. And ever since they've been mentioning his name, this ain't gonna sound horrible when I'm telling you, I had this itching sensation. First, I thought it was just dry skin from the water, because the water in the bathroom, in the tub, I could smell it in the sink. I could smell the chlorine in it. Now, and I don't know if there's chlorine and fluoride or whatever other shit in there, but I can smell the chlorine in there. If the water get in my eye from the shower, it'll burn my eyes. You got too much chlorine in there. So if I'm showering with it and it's drying my skin out, and I'm drinking it as water, daily water, oops, hold on, and I'm drinking it as daily water, and it's drying my skin out. So what do you think that's doing? Triple drying my skin out. So I thought the itching came from the water by itself. That's what I thought. I thought the itching came from the water by itself. And I don't think it's just the water. I think the water is a part of it. Because if I'm digesting that shit, because every apartment building I'm in always has some sort of water problem where the water people got to come out here. Some pipe shit. And then after that, you hear the chlorine shit. But this is, I've always been experiencing this dry shit. All my body washes. 1 minute, if I first use them, my skin feel moisturized. But once I leave an apartment and come back from work, all of a sudden my skin is being dried out. Like they pouring either alcohol over in it or something. Because I noticed my alcohol would get low before my son even was here. My alcohol would be go. I wouldn't use alcohol like that. In the summertime, I used to clean my face, but I didn't use it up like that. So I thought they were pouring rubbing alcohol into my body wash products and was drying my skin out. Because no sort of moisturizing soap, no lotions. I'm putting oil and Vaseline on my skin now to keep my face extremely dry if I use the hand soap in there. Dry if I use the Dr. Teal's body wash. My face is dry, but it's all this shit claim moisturizer. Why are these motherfuckers drying my skin out? So, my skin got so dry that it was itching. Legs, I started oiling them. And in my little female area. Not itching from having something, but the skin area was itching. It was itching. So, and I remember they did this shit long time ago. I used to come home from work, and that's back when I was wearing cotton underwear. I would put my underwear on, and all of a sudden I would just start itching, like it was something in the underwear. So, that's what's happening now. I've been itching, and I had bought some new underwear a while back. Reebok makes them. I think it was made out of, I don't know if it was nylon or whatever the fuck it was. But I was severely itching. And I said, it must be the underwear. So I looked at what they were made of, and I stopped buying them. So I ended up buying some underwear that's, I think they made out of polyester or whatever it is. And they were fine. I didn't have no problem with it, nothing. But I'm itching. I'm itching again. It's not as severe as it was, but I'm itching. But every time they say the name Curtis, they got me going down streets with his name, Curtis. And every time they say his name, because he reminds me of what happened when I met him. You know, when I was kicking it with him. Yeah, I remember what happened when I was kicking it with Curtis. This back early. I had to be about 19, about 18, 19, somewhere around there. 19 and a half, going on 20. Probably early 20. 19, I want to say early 19 maybe. Because my son, I don't think my son was born yet. I don't think. And if he was, I don't remember. Probably either before he was born, just before he was born, or after my son was born. But I don't remember me bringing my son down there where he was. He stayed up on Van Dyke, up further from where I stayed at. And something happened. Now, and he was responsible. But every time since they've been saying this nigga's name, this itching shit has started. It's like they trying to make it look like I got a disease, or they still look. You can't, let me tell you something. You can't make a disease that ain't there be there. I don't give a fuck what you say itching powder, whatever the fuck that was you put in the underwear. Because they've done it before. They have done it before. I would come home and put my underwear on from taking a shower and just start itching. I had to either wash the underwear or I end up throwing all of them out. They've done this before. And it was somebody in the apartment building. And I was staying in Alden Towers when that was happening. No, I'll take that back. I don't remember it happening in Alden Towers. I remember it happening here. At this building. When I first moved in. Because I was doing it local. Still doing that trash hauling. It was here. I would put my underwear on. And it'd be itching. Who the fuck in this building would be going around putting their funky, nasty hands on my underwear, putting something on to make me itch? But they on this name Curtis, and the itching done started. And you driving me down streets. My whole day is planned. I've been on Curtis Street today, at least about 3 times today. All last week, I'm over there on Curtis. To where I was driving one day. I said, I'm tired of being on this goddamn street or hearing this fucking street name. What the fuck is it about Curtis? I remember Curtis had a brother. And I think I ran into his brother years later. And he mentioned something like he still had no job. I don't get it. What was the purpose of bringing up Curtis? Why are you discussing my life, period? That's what I don't understand. Who told you that you could be discussing my life? Who told you you could be doing this shit to me? Who told you you could be doing illegal entry and all this other shit? Who told you you could be doing this shit? This itching shit, there's somebody doing that. They're trying to mimic a disease. That's another thing. I used to be driving, all of a sudden my neck would get like stressed over here. And so I had to rub my hand, try to relieve the stress. They're trying to make it look like they think the stress is going to make some bumps and shit appear. Because they still trying to say, I got something. No, you lied. And what you can't do is make your lie real. Because I know the real truth. And if I tell this story, what I done found out about that Depo-Provera lawsuit, your ass gonna be in trouble. Doc. Because you had a false positive on a test result. Or maybe you had a false positive deliberately. And you told me that shit all those years ago, deliberately. But now, after the recent lawsuit with Depo-Provera, and I found out what that shit causes, that explained a lot. You told me something that wasn't true. And then you tried to make it be true. You've been around here trying to cause stress, overweight. What you make me overweight for? All day today, I've been driving. And my thighs getting big. And I went into that chicken place, and I don't know, I heard the guy, somebody said, so it was the thighs. What about the thighs? Only one person I know talked about thighs. It was an ex-coworker at Smart. Matter of fact, last name Martin, be on the mail to come here. He was the one talking about thighs. You've been letting people control parts of me. My thighs, big. You be messing with the back, the breast area. I still can't walk without my back hurting. Tried to walk through Home Depot and Lowe's. My back hurting. Like it's some fucking heavy ass motherfucker on me. You ain't got no business going around letting people put weight on people. If I start exercising, all of a sudden I start feeling like I'm light. But if I stop, because I done stopped exercising, Now they want to make me feel like my stomach is inflating, my thighs inflating, like, oh, I need to jump up and get on the total gym. I need to do something. No, I don't need to do shit. Because in 2023, before that cruise, I was losing the weight. I had lost the weight, and I was going down. This is all on you. So ain't no need of you fucking with my thighs, my stomach, my back, and my breast. When this weight is all because of you. They get rid of this motherfucker, and I can lose weight. But until then, who give a fuck what I look like, what my weight is, my hair? None of that is your business. Is it?